Hi, Olya is here, the expert at compressing time frames to deliver high-end results. And today we are talking about how to become the creator of your own life. And right now I'm actually streaming on 8 different platforms. So if you have any questions later, just reach out to me, comment, or just DM me on whatever platform you are watching from right now, and everyone's welcome. And I want you to listen closely because what I'm about to share changes how reality actually works. And I know lots of you are interested in this topic. Also, ancient initiates knew a secret the modern world has absolutely forgotten. Reality does not begin outside of you. And I know many of you heard about it already. And did you know it begins on the invisible layer? They also call it the etheric blueprint. This blueprint is like a file, and reality is a 3D printer. The physical world prints itself exactly according to that file. Imagine that. And the most important thing is this: the file can be rewritten. Before illness appears in the body, it actually exists as a dark imprint in the etheric field. So it happens way before the illness happened, before money shows up on your bank account. It forms as energetic cluster in your space. It usually looks like a golden color in your aura. Before a person enters your life, they already exist in the quantum field as a probability. And most people try to change the bricks, just using different plans, but using same old bricks. They look for new jobs, they take pills, people run on dates, but the blueprint stays exactly the same. So that's the funny part. The building is reconstructed again and again from the same old plan. And that's the paradox. This is how people live as pawns, not realizing that reality is neutral. It's like a 3D printer printing their life from a file they uploaded subconsciously. And that's a very important thing to realize. The reality and the matrix we are living is just neutral. There is also another state, the state of the creator. And in this state, you don't really work with bricks. You actually work with a blueprint. And you don't fight physical reality anymore. You change the etheric layer. That's the most important part to hear right now. As once you get it, the physical reality rearranges itself automatically. Because the printer has no choice. It just prints exactly what's in the file. So are you really aware what's in your file right now? And what many people call the matrix, it's not actually a prison. It's just a mirror laboratory. And at the same time, a perfectly neutral 3D printer of reality. And hear this right now. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just neutral and precise. And it prints your life according to the signal that sounds inside you right now at the deepest level. And quite often you may not be even aware how does it sound. And it always happens without exceptions. Also, there are 3 levels of interaction with this system. So let's go over this. The first are people, let's call them pawns. They live by reaction. They don't understand the actual mechanism, how the matrix works. Life just happens to them. The player starts to wake up. They try techniques, and I know many of you do lots of techniques and practices. People search for the right methods. Results appear, but they are unstable. And then there is the creator. The creator actually understands everything. They work directly with the actual etheric blueprint, and reality rearranges itself automatically. So today, I'm actually showing you how to move into the level of the creator. As I know, many people already got to the player part, but let's talk about the creator mode. And the exact mechanism of working with the etheric layer. Let's just discuss that, how to work with this. The entry point is called 0 point. And I'm gonna give you this technique right now, the technique of remembering the future. And you'll understand that your true desires are actually not whims. They are signals from your future self, a version of you that already exists and is throwing you a thread to pull you upward. You'll also understand why techniques didn't work before. As I actually talk to many people who've tried many practices and they still say, hey, it doesn't work. I've done a lot. But because you were just changing words, that's why it doesn't work. The file inside is the actual printer. And today, I'm not going to give you the actual theory. I'm giving you a closed transformation cycle. And we're actually going to go by step algorithm, how to stop the old program. And we are going to actually clear it from the body and load a new scenario that the matrix actually accepts. It's all about blueprint, guys, and the actual frequency. And the actual most important thing, you'll remember that this is your natural state. And who you were before the world trained you to be. Most of the people were trained to be a pawn, unfortunately. And also, I want you to realize there is a point from which all reality is created. It's that 0 point. A point where consciousness meets matter. And one transforms into the other. And the point of actual creation is accessible to anyone who knows how to enter it. I also want you to imagine that the life is a game. And yes, Most of the time, it's not a simple game, but the most complex game consciousness has ever played. So complex that most players forgot they are actually playing and started believing this is the only possible reality. But the game has rules, and they're very, very exact and unbreakable. And the actual real rule is this: the world reflects what you actually emit, not what you say, not what you want, not what you do. And most of the time people think, oh, I do so much on the surface. But what really matters is who you are at depth. Your frequency matters, your vibration, your inner state. And there is a reason, guys, why I'm speaking so slow, because this information really needs to settle. Imagine that the quantum field is the ocean of infinite possibilities. And every version of your destiny already exists there. And the matrix is simply 3D printer that collapses those possibilities into matter. And you are the one choosing the file. The matrix just prints it. It just amplifies your signal through resonance with millions of others. Millions of other people broadcasting the same frequency. And this is not reward or punishment. It's just a mechanism. That's what I really want you to feel and understand. Matrix is just precise mechanism. It just responds to your inner blueprint, to your inner state. It's super neutral. And reality moves from subtle to dense through 3 layers. And the casual layer is pure intention. The etheric layer is actual information and energy. And the physical layer is like a frozen light. Imagine that we live in a world of frozen light. Everything around you is just frozen energy and light. And trying to change it physically is like trying to reshape ice with a hammer. It's pretty hard. It's possible though, but very, very painful. So the creator works where reality is still fluid, in the etheric layer. Just feel this difference. And that's why 2 people in the same life situation get completely different results, because one person really works with a hammer trying to break the ice, and another works on a completely different energy level. One emits, I deserve abundance. The other emits, there is never enough. And the matrix simply mirrors that. It never lies, guys. It's being super honest, super neutral. So really think of your responsibility now. And if something doesn't work in your life right now, it's just reflecting what's sounding inside you subconsciously. And it's 90% of your signal comes from the subconscious. Crazy, right? And there are lots of stored programs in your body as well. Most of the people live on autopilot patterns, and the subconscious always wins. That's why the first step is actual honesty. And just look at your life as a mirror right now and start asking yourself, what am I really emitting? And take full responsibility for everything that's happening with you right now. That's the actual of the outcome of what you're emitting from inside. Once you realize it, the changes happen. Because once you understand the actual mechanism and how it works, you stop fighting reality and you start designing it. I really want to hear who wants to design own reality right now without being reactive. And this is exactly what we actually gonna discover during my 2-day workshop that I'm about to guide on February 22nd and March 1st. So it will be 2 days of intense work, how to become the actual creator. And I'll guide you how to create your own quantum tool to reprogram your brain and keep your frequency super stable and ongoing so you can actually live your life with full responsibility and understanding. And I also call this workshop as life designed on your own terms, as that's the actual goal, to become a creator. And I wish everybody actually understands the importance of actually being in charge for own life and become the actual creator. It's more fun than to be a pawn or just a player. And if you have any questions about this workshop, just whatever platform you are watching me right now, because again, I'm streaming on 8 platforms right now. I don't really see the comments. So if you want to learn more how to become the creator of your own reality, please DM me on the platform you're watching right now, or you can also email me at thealchemytherapy@gmail.com. So I will show you the way how to become the creator. It's way more fun. It's way more fun. But to get there, you definitely need to experience everything, what it means to be a pawn, who is the player. Only then you feel this beauty of being the actual creator and understanding that the world is not punishing you. This is just neutral matrix that responds to your inner frequency. And if you're ready for more, reach out and I will share the details with you. And I'm very grateful for your time and presence here during this live. And I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day.